Subscribe or you'll be visited by the toll troll.
Live in an apartment building in Seattle with a reception desk for packages. But I live on the first floor with a door directly to the outside. Put a giant sign on my door that says to deliver all packages to the receptionist, not in front of my door since I'm never home. Latinos from Amazon can't read English. They have tried to call me about packages and admitted as much over the phone. They still leave packages in front of my door about 40% of the time. Refund every single one of them through Amazon and complain over the phone, so they don't count it as a ding against my account, that the driver to this particular address continually leaves my packages where they cannot be found and has a serious problem. Have gotten back something like $4,000 doing this. If you're going to hire non-English speakers in the heckin' USA, expect to lose money. In before OK Karen. How do you get around Amazon eventually refusing to deliver? BTW, hope one of those was an 3090T or something good. Make library file for an IC. Swap 2 pens. 50 PCBs are already purchased, produced but failed all tests. Deadline is missed. It eventually falls back on me. From then on I was moved to the software team from the hardware team. Could have been worse, I guess. Do you tell them that you never ended up getting the package, or is that not necessary? My boomer dad loves pulling stuff like this. Anytime you buy a food item, if you find some minor flaw, just call up the company and complain about it. They will just give you free stuff so easily because the customer service reps just want to get rid of you and not deal with angry boomers. It's hilarious actually. I've seen my dad get these chips that are supposed to be in bowl shapes so you can scoop salsa, and he did this because some of the chips in there were broken and not bowl shaped. They just handed over a bunch of free bags. Never purposefully scammed a company. On a 2-week tour with my high school, my designated seat on the coach bus was the only one that wouldn't recline. I rammed it with my back and broke it on the first day where the inner mechanics were broken and the chair would just slump over with no resistance. Bought bungee cords at the first gas station and propped the chair up with them and sat somewhere else and pretended it was always like that. Accidentally stole a TV remote from my last Airbnb. DoorDash was clearly delivered to the wrong building, not just wrong apartment, but building, based on the proof picture. Ask for refund, get refund, rebuy the food. Food arrives and when I opened the door the previous driver realized his mistake and brought it to the right place, so I ended up having 2 meals at my door. I do this too. I probably get about 70% of my orders for free and I will keep using Amazon as long as this keeps working. T just got my new set of tires 50% off because I said only 2 arrived. One time I went to Costco and bought 2 sets of 2 chairs, so 4 chairs in total, that came in 2 boxes. This confused the cashier, who thought it was a pair for the price of one for some reason. And then I had to explain to the lady checking the receipts on the way out that the cashier said it was a pair, so it's fine, and she didn't believe me but waved me out after about 30 seconds of scrutiny. So I saved $200 that day. Went to Taco Bell at like 3 a.m., completely sober. Ordered and paid for 1 burrito. Got a bag with at least 6 burritos in it unexpectedly. It's Taco Bell, so I can imagine why, but I still found it funny. Have a medication that receive once every 3 months by mail. Supposed to get charged right before the medication ships. Regarded company actually bills me on completely random days within the 3-month period. Get sick of this. Start keeping my debit card blocked all the time except when I'm paying for something. Unblock card when I walk into a store and always block the card again the second the cash register says my card is approved. My face when about 25% of the things I buy in stores I never get charged for because their credit card system doesn't charge me fast enough despite saying my card is approved. I don't feel bad for doing this. If the first company charged me how they're supposed to, I wouldn't be blocking my card at all, and if these stores weren't using dinosaur technology to charge people, then they would get paid when I buy things. Okay, so about 15 years ago there was a McDonald's promo for a free meal and you needed to get a coupon to get it, right? All you needed was a PC to claim it. However, a dude in my town basically realized you could print an infinite amount of McDonald's coupons on their website by taking advantage of an exploit. He explained it to me, but I barely remember anything of what he said, cause I was around 12 or 13 at the moment. So yeah, I bought like 100 of them from him for $5 and along with 3 of my friends we forced our local McDonald's to serve me as many free meals as I could before they forced us to get out, which was about 16 in total I think. Then we went to another McDonald's that was 5 blocks away. The same thing happened, then we went to another and repeated this about 4 times till we ran out of coupons. After that they shut down the website temporarily and fixed the exploit or something. Surprisingly none of us got in trouble. That's my story. That dude was a visionary, I swear to God, haven't seen him in years. Sometimes I spend on crypto and stuff, Trade with deck stools, and I imagine myself thinking of ways to take advantage of it, but I can never come even close to the genius that the dude was. Thanks for being an inspiration, Kevin. Back when Microsoft was still trying to shilling hard as possible, I found out about the rewards program. Would get points for searching, and back then was relatively quick to get rewards, often with double point days and stuff. Was like 12 or 13 at the time and was looking for ways for quick money to actually get stuff. Signed up for multiple accounts and found a Google extension bot that would just randomly search to get points. Got maybe around $300 or so in Amazon gift cards from it, so was useful for a time, but then they slowly made the rewards crappier and the bot went defunct after a time. Do you actually lose packages from drivers leaving it at your door? How many times have you actually lost a package from that? Had money to invest, and wrongly end up betting more in random raffles in easy. Ludofati seems to be a quite serious deal, LMAO. And they do make you feel you actually have a chance to win. Office supply chain opens nearby. Start buying printer ink there. Sign up for customer rewards program, which gives a few bucks in store credit to recycle old ink carts. Get an idea to buy empty ink carts in bulk, less than 20 cents each, to maximize the monthly $20 reward limit. Basically a free tank of gas each month, but I wanted more. Spent a weekend poking around the store website. Notice new reward accounts can be made with fake info, no confirmation needed. Pay a Craigslist programmer $200 to make a script that creates fake accounts. Connect to Wendy's free Wi-Fi and run script while taking a nap. Purchase a semi-trailer load of ink carts. Buy a corporate bank manager's outfit, company branded shirt, sweater vest, tie. Map out a route to visit dozens of stores. Go in each store dressed up with a bag of 100 plus ink cartridges and 10 plus account cards. Tell the teenage wagey cashier that I'm turning in ink on behalf of everyone at the office. No one ever questions it. A month later, have $50K plus in rewards credit. Sell $40 credit for $35 on various online platforms, dozens sold every day. Want them converted to cash even faster? Start using rewards to buy laptops to resell. Drive back to some of the stores, walking out with multiple laptops entirely free. Not a single employee questioned it. One laptop ends up being DOA and I had to return the person's money. My dumbass tries to return the already free laptop instead of eating the loss. Sand jogger manager starts to process the refund. Gets skeptical of the 3-foot-long receipt, confiscates the laptop, and escorts me out of the store. Worried about getting in trouble now, so I lay low for a few months. See a news article a couple months later how the chain is updating the ink rewards program to prevent this from happening again. Hundreds of couponing forums full of little old ladies devastated by the news, can no longer get their free $20 per month and want me dead. Got away with a lot of other stuff, but this was the biggest lick. You all are absolute heckin' amateurs. Be white. Go into any random store. Shoplift. Actually buy like a soda or chips or something. Wait for a group or family of joggers or Latinos to walk out. Walk out right behind them. When the alarms go off, act all confused, look at the cashiers as if asking them point to my receipt, etc. They wave me off and tell me not to worry about it. Has never not worked for me. Also, of course. Go into any fast food restaurant. Pretend to be a Uber Eats, DoorDash driver. Get free food. Work at managed services provider, IT for companies. A lot of time looking for billable work. I get raises based on how many hours I bill in a year. Starting out I get all the crappy customers. Stingy, don't want to pay up for me to do anything. One metal shop with CAD engineers I help out has a real bitch of an office manager, never got along. I'm on site and overhear two people talking about how a deadline is coming up next week, some CAD files need to be minted tomorrow as a trial run to make sure machining is good. Day ends there, go home. Open laptop, remote to that user's computer and delete the entire project directory for those CAD files and leave everything else exactly as I found it. No trace. Office manager calls me, we have a problem. Apparently it's a huge contract and they've already spent tons of time. Tell them it will probably take 8 hours to pull the backup because it's a lot of small files. As long as we have them back end of day, that's fine. I'm the hero for pulling a backup and overbilling by 7.75 hours. Continue to sabotage a-hole customers in small ways to generate billable. I'm top sales my first year. Oh boy, time for my raise. 2%. See ya. I quit a tree service company because the owner acts like a woman. I called him out on that in front of his crew and resigned on the spot. This was back in July, and a month ago he just sold off the business because he can't find good workers to actually do jobs that pay enough to keep the lights on. Before I joined, His entire crew, 3, walked off on him, and unfortunately I didn't find that out until I already started working with him. Had I known, it would have been an obvious red flag for me about the guy's character, and I would have never worked with him in the first place. Convince old business I worked for they needed 2 Spotify accounts. Owner says okay and lets me set it up. Some months later the owner sells the business, new owner takes over. New owner just pays the bill, no one knows about this second account. I get free Spotify forever. Devilish. You people are hate-filled. Bought a pull-up and dip station. They sent the wrong bolts. Like the smallest bolt wouldn't fit in the largest opening, there was no possibility it was correct. I asked for a replacement. They sent a totally different set, also wrong. Then they just sent a completely new station. So I had 2. Not like I made any money on this, just found it comical. Dealing with regards. Hey, can I have 5 bolts? Best we can offer is a $200 complete replacement. I shoplift all the time. Saves me about 1/3 of my grocery costs and 100% of my clothing costs. I bought a pair of shoes on Amazon and almost returned them, but realized that the shoelaces were throwing the vibe off of otherwise decent shoes. So I bought another pair of shoes from the same company with a better color laces. Today I swapped them out and I'll be dropping the second pair of shoes, with the first pair's ugly zebra black and white laces in place, off at the local Whole Foods for a full refund. On Bring Your Child to Work Day in the early 90s I found a magnet and started rubbing it on a bunch of computer monitors. I submitted the same expense report, for flights, 3 times by mistake due to convoluted software employer uses for expenses. All 3 got approved and paid out to me and no one has said anything, lol. I work in IT. Last year I was the team lead over a team of 7 sysadmins and few information security guys. Our company got bought out and they decided they wanted to put in a project manager MBA type of guy to work over me and oversee everything IT related. I meet the guy and he's an old black boomer. Saw the writing on the wall and found a new job less than a month later and increased my salary significantly. 1 year later and I heard that after I departed the entire team that was under me has all moved on because I left and they didn't trust this new guy and the way he reported everything. The company is now left with no sysadmins and now all the passwords and knowledge to how things work has been lost. Black Boomer is the only person left in the IT department and he has no IT experience so he can't do anything anyway. A competing company that works with the same customer contacted me and asked if I'd come work for them because the customer wants me back on the project. I screwed over the company I work for, unintentionally, by not doing squat like 80% of the time. It's not my fault, though, they just don't give me stuff to do so I don't do squat. Also got my utility bills paid by some regarded company for a few months because their systems were crap and didn't charge me for squat. I might have everyone here beat but base laptop and on. Be me, Western City dweller. City receives $1 million federal COVID grant for local business stimulus. Decides best use of funds is to release an app. Shop local, upload receipt, get 25% cashback. Cashback stays in app so must be utilized at a local business again. Assigns each business a code and a placard for their counter that says something like, "Sign up for XYZ app today, get $20 on us." Happen to see this, download the app, use code. Code is business name 20. App has a master list of all businesses. On a whim try other business name 20. Cha-ching. Repeat with each business running down the list, hundreds. Each code is just the business's name followed by 20. Great design pajit.jpg. Cha-ching 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 cha-ching. It only gets worse from here. Get about 3K in total. Baller lifestyle all over town, buying anything I want from tech to wines to furniture. Start to run low. Realize app has gift your rewards to another user feature. Hit up all my friends and family from back home. Pay them each $50 to download the app, make account, run codes, and send me the gift rewards. Heckin' City didn't code for this either and just let Senpai generate new accounts and send me $14,000 plus. Spend it all in 2 months on various wants and needs. Still my greatest heist to this day. Companies like Amazon know that they will lose some money by hiring foreigners, it's just that they are so cheap it makes up for any losses. They're saving like 2/3 on labor costs. I refuse to believe Amazon doesn't have a policy where they would deviate from delivering to anything but a reception desk for multi-unit dwelling. Copper copulation, a story. Mid-COVID, Ukraine invaded. Crypto dumps and I have to go back to my day job. Need vaccine to work. Cack screw that. Get a friend's vax cert and put my name on it in MS Paint. Highest paying job I can find is a regional hospital refit 2 hours from town. Travel paid, not bad old chap. In for a penny in for a pound, If I'm gonna get caught, might as well make bank. Upload fake certs to GD Health Department site. Access granted. Wander through said hospital uncut, unvaxxed and unhinged. Job foreman is an old cunt, who sets the precedent of frigging off early to go for a swim at the local pool. War budgie smugglers. Replacing hot and cold water main to whole hospital, easy work. Scrap copper just placed in fenced yard with no protection. Light bulb pings. Scout for camera locations. Charlie, the route is clear. Wait 2 weeks to let scrap pile build up. With the foreman going home early, everyone else does the same, especially Fridays. Drive to local pub and get beer for the drive home and a couple pints to kill an hour. Open fence to compound. Fill truck with copper, enough not to be noticeable. Cash in for 5K cash every Friday in town. Following week COVID outbreak. Have to go into hospital to get tested. Bumhole puckers, I'm sure I'm screwed and the system will say I'm a Chad. You're all clear, sir, have a good day. Rinse and repeat 8 times. Lucky last. This time it's obvious. Scrap has been molested. In for a penny and for a pound. Take the heckin' loot, the chest is mine. Copper status, copulated. A tasty 12K finale. Monday comes, the jig is up. Site meeting. Pokerface.jpg. Speculation as to who had done it. Deemed logically impossible for any of us to have taken that much in one go. There are camera, whoever has done it has been recorded. Hold composure, retain laughter. 52K richer, scot-free. The memory, priceless.